Приветствую, христиане, продолжаем. Kingdom, Тайна, Церкви. 3 часть. Итак, нам нужно тайно пробраться в крипторию. Это комната, там, где переписывают летописи, книги. И чтобы заразиться, нам нужно смастерить шапку-капюшона, как раньше носили чумаи, носатые такие колпаки. И эту шапку-капюшон облить ароматическим маслом. То есть нам надо масло изготовить и найти шапку. Дополнение, топка какая-то.
Is there anything I can help you with around here?
Leave the treatment to us. But Dinesh did mention he's been having trouble with Salarius.
Кто такой денег, я уже забыл. Так, стоп, кто такой Келар? Келар — это монах. Келар — это монастырская должность, отвечающая за хозяйственную часть жизни монастыря. Вести учет запасов, покупать товары, продукты питания. Ясно. В чем дело?
What's it about?
About food supplies. Even before the monastery was closed, old Julian was a miser. But now we have to haggle over every morsel.
You really think I can do something about it?
Couldn't hurt to try. Go and speak to Dinesh. He'll explain what's what.
Хорошенько. Первым делом, скорее всего, займемся маской. Тоже трупик третий лежит. Книжечки берем, обязательно будем читать. Так, нам нужно шкуру какую-то найти и... Кстати, шкуру я видела у канала в доме в Лошане какую-то. Какую шкуру нам надо? Найти кусок кожи. Какой кожи? Ну, пошли сначала ближе рецепт ароматического масла. Исследовать, что исследовать?
Oh, Maddie, it's you. I wanted to help you, but it looks like I only made it worse.
Я не то дала ей снадобье, но у меня не было. У нее живут придатки, воспаленные токсид у нее. Я дала желудочное, не то. Что ты по голове топчешься? Ладно, пошли рецепт узнавать и капюшон делать. Для тебя из 3 соснах потерялась.
I'll have to watch out for those patrolling knights.
То есть нам нельзя палиться. Да-да, делаем так. Вот так делаем. Ой, ёпта, все, меня здесь нет. Что тут не открывается? Ну он даже сказал, что они позакрывали часть. Так я правильно иду.
What?
Watch, не watch. Ты там долго будешь стоять.
How long do you think we'll be standing here? What are you doing? By all the saints, you won't knock it off, will you?
Пока мы здесь, мы можем
Go on then. I use
скорее всего, здесь нам эта веревка для капюшона.
when they rust. Bloody hell, spit it out already. It'll all...
Jesus Christ be praised. I'd like to ask you something.
Look, I don't want to meddle in anything. Go and ask Loiser over there. He knows everything. Farewell.
Лойзер, помню, возле церкви. Это вот он.
You can't be here.
Сюда не сел, ясно. Это не Лойзер. Где Лойзер?
I need to ask you something.
Look, you probably shouldn't be here, right? You heard the talk. They say there's some pestilence going round.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Если я ему скажу, что мне плохо, он может испугаться, и чтобы не заразиться, и так это... И ничего мне не поможет, такой вот.
Tell me everything you know, or a disease will be the least of your worries.
All right, no need to get worked up. Fine, what do you want to know?
Have you noticed anything odd lately? Suspicious?
What, during work? We're at it from dusk till dawn. No time to be watching what's going on.
Sure, but while you're working, you must hear a thing or two. You know how folk chatter while they work.
Well, I suppose there are two groups of workers here. Us lot working above ground, and another lot working down in the crypt. We don't talk to each other much.
Why not?
They're a right bunch of bastards. Maybe because they've been at it longer than us. They hardly ever come up before we knock off. Some of them probably even sleep down there. Ugh.
Why are there two crews here?
We take care of everything above ground. They're dealing with that collapse into the crypt. We hardly ever see each other.
Where can I find the other crew?
Their tents are right next to the monastery wall.
Who's in charge of your lot?
Andra, our foreman. But the work's clearly laid out. He doesn't have time to be breathing down our necks all the time.
I haven't seen him around. Where can I find him?
No idea. Truth be told, I haven't seen him myself in a while.
And that doesn't strike you as odd?
You think, what, he's sick too?
Well, he's definitely not in the infirmary. Hopefully he's all right. Thanks. That'll be all.
Я выяснил, что одна рабочая артель починила в церкви обвалившийся пол, и провал ведет к крипту. Может, стоит заглянуть в монастырскую крипту? Так. Да, возможно, стоит поискать, вдруг они из этих могил какой-то предмет зараженный взяли. Так, нам надо сюда попасть, а главный ход вот здесь. То есть нам надо бежать. Мы тогда попадем вот сюда.
Greetings to you, friend.
What?
Так, стоп, 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 стоп. Нам надо. Что это тут лежит? Нам надо в эту, в библиотеку. Вот сюда и налево. Но там охранник стоит. Нам надо вот туда.
Hey, what are you wandering around here for?
I was just leaving.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me?
Все, хожу, хожу. Заебали. Блядь, потащу.
Eh?
Get out of here!
Ладно, ну что, посмотрим машинки. Кусок кожи нашли, теперь веревку можно найти. Вот, кстати, сюда возможно. Точно сюда можно зайти. Точно. Еще нужна веревка. Веревки нет. Найти веревку. Здесь стройка, по идее.
Boarded up and leave. Hey, the foreman. You gotta hold out. Get someone else alone. Yeah. Still, I don't like it one bit. You know business here, you thief.
Меня запалили. Дело в том, что это и есть крипта, но мы сюда придем, когда найдем рецепт ароматического масла. Пока мы сюда, нам еще рано сюда. Нам надо сделать капюшон. Мы просто сюда можем пройти. Так вот сюда нам надо найти рецепт. Найти рецепт и веревку. Прямо вот сюда. Блин, я уже не помню сюда, кажись. Кажется, запуталась. Нет, нам не сюда. Вот да, нам сюда, все точно. Библиотекарь.
Forgive the intrusion, Brother Librarian.
An apology will not spare us this dreadful illness, but obeying the abbot's orders might. Haven't you heard them? I moved in here so I could continue my work and keep the mandated solitude. So leave me in its safe embrace and go away.
I understand, but I've come on an urgent matter.
And I'm urgently asking you to leave me be. I don't want to catch the illness and stand before the Lord. Not yet.
I understand your fear, but I'm Master Albic's assistant, as you surely know.
Then why aren't you at his side, tending to the poor souls already afflicted?
I've done all I could. And I assure you, your brothers and the others are being looked after as well as possible. We fear the illness just as you do. But a man of medicine cannot simply hide from it.
Yes, of course. Naturally, but I'm no man of medicine, so what do you want from me?
A little trust, brother. It's a lot to ask, I know, but believe me, I would never knowingly put you or anyone else in danger. I swear it.
Very well, then. At least you sound like you know how much you're asking.
May I ask you a favor, then?
But please, keep it brief.
Brother Librarian, I need your help.
What is it?
This might sound odd, but do you have that book where I could find a recipe for aromatic oil?
My answer may sound even odder. I do. It's on the stand over there. One of my brothers was searching for a recipe, an oil for hardened heels, from working out in our garden. Perhaps it will be of use to you as well.
Mother of God.
Where's that stench coming
Защиты от
from?
болезней. Вот это масло нам надо. Ромашки, рьяно получить масло. А вот оно. Все изготовить. Так, теперь мы можем... Где у нас тут алхимический стол ближайший? В лечебнице. Мы тут не нашли еще веревку. Надо веревку найти.
That's okay.
Блядь, сюда идет.
Now that looks a bit dodgy.
Обыскать надо все. Просто надо все взять. Хорошо, где веревка? Найти веревку. После стройки найдется. Стройка это в этом в где? Ладно, идем в ловить масло.
What the?
Что-то от меня воняет, надо.
What a stink. I hope it's not me.
I heard you've been having some trouble getting supplies for the infirmary.
That's right. Old Julian seems to think the sick can live on decoctions and ointments. We get nothing but scraps.
Oh, if they want to let them starve, I don't know why they need two famed physicians for it.
My thoughts exactly. I've told him 100 times, but he just keeps saying he's praying for them. As if that would help.
Wouldn't it make sense to take it to the abbot? Surely the Salarius would listen to him.
I've already suggested that to Master Zacharias. but the abbot hardly sees anyone, and certainly not folk from the infirmary.
Is he afraid of the plague?
Either that, or he's ashamed.
Well, maybe I could try speaking to the Salarius myself and see if I can, persuade him.
I won't stop you, but I've tried everything I could think of. What's your plan?
Try to persuade him. He's bound to respond to something.
That old man only hears what he wants. But good luck.
Идем пока масло готовить. Так, я сфоткаю. Летучий. Возьми масло, 3 костра ромашки, шалфей, вареный. Ромашка. Вареная ромашка. Шалфей. Так, возьми масло. Положи в котелок ромашку и кипятить. Измельчи шалфей, добавь в котелок. Кипятить наоборот. Измельчи варево. Я неправильно сделал. Надо было добавить 3 горсти ромашки. Так, все потерял. Я добавила 1 горсть. А 2.
I boiled that chamomile on too large a fire, I reckon.
Так, у нас есть масло. Так, нам теперь нужно веревку найти. Возле стройки, я говорю, где? А, ну вот стройка нарисована. Значит, здесь. Ну, идем же таким же вот так и сюда. Я включу. Вот так вот. Тогда будет все видно. Вот веревка. И веревка.
That's one hell of a bloody pit.
Да, вот это яма. Но нам нужна веревка. придушить, может, веревка. Через монстра, может, у него веревка есть. Нету. Чё рискнем, полезем без капюшона в крипту? Вон же куча веревок. А вот.
I've got everything I need to make the plague mask. Now, just to actually make it.
Так, я не знала, что так получится. Просто там куча веревок лежат, но именно вот была эту взять. Так, сейчас смастерим. Как смастерить? Как его сделать? Маску смастерить, то как? Надо вернуться. Окей, так, возвращаемся. Вот сюда возвращаем. Надо. Но нам надо прямо. Потом нам надо сюда, кажись. И потом мы можем выйти вот сюда, вот так вот сюда. Прямо нам можно тоже прямо, в принципе. Так, а тут что? Тут каморка. И сюда.
Fuck me.
Нам вот сюда. И потом вот так вот.
Deal. God be with you.
Через канализацию. смотрю. Да нет, нам не сюда. Блин, я не туда пошла. Короче, сделаем. Опишем.
No doubt.
Так, теперь смастерить веревка, масло. А какая кожа? Так. Какое точное количество? Стоп. Мята, шалфей. Ну, все же есть. А количество? А сколько надо мяты? А вот же ж указано 8 штук мята или шалфей. Мята или шалфей. Коровья шкура. Веревка, масло. Ну все, есть все по одному.
I hope this works.
Все, теперь можно отправляться в крипту. Тем же путем идем.
think the math did the trick.
Могилы.
They were robbing the graves.
Они могилы грабили.
A drawing of some kind of cross.
Чертеж какого-то креста. Что-то еще надо.
Oh, Jesus
Гниющий.
Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. Eh? What's this?
Что у вас здесь?
A map of the underground.
Отличненько. О, стена. Ну, отсюда мы, я так понимаю, выйдем. Надо еще другие могилы.
Crypts. Carries on.
Надо еще другие могилы посмотреть, что тут. Что это? Охотничий тесак. Придется с кем-то драться.
No. Wait till he falls asleep.
Кто-то сюда идет. Надо прятаться. Да, они сюда идут. Дальше разъезжать могилы. Давайте посмотрим. Прикани веки. Что мы нашли? А, чертеж креста. Так, карта склепа. Ничего особенного. Хотя стоп. Чё пока непонятно. Не сюда идут. Можно послушать.
He fell for it.
Находим. Опача. А чё они там стоят?
He fell for it.
Мне их перебить надо.
Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this?
Так, я на всякий случай повешу.
Till he falls asleep.
Возможно, с ними можно вступить в переговоры. ночью. То есть крипта это получается обычная расхитители гробниц. Не надо снять, запалят. Опача.
Christ, Albic! What happened? Are you alright?
I am, yes. But it looks like we've been robbed.
Why? And who did it, for Christ's sake?
Gentlemen, please, keep it down. You're disturbing the patients. For God's sake, what happened here? What a mess.
What do you think? Someone was clearly looking for something.
But there's nothing of value here.
Well, actually,
Albic! You brought them here?
Принес деньги.
What were you thinking?
and was I supposed to leave them unsupervised?
And? Were they stolen?
Thank the Lord, no. I still had them on me.
Can someone tell me what exactly was nearly stolen?
As you know, Henry, I spent a good part of my life at King Wenceslas's court, tending to his health. Thanks to that, I learned much about his private life, what ailed him, how and when he got injured, and what treatments I used. I recorded all my findings and methods, partly in case anyone cast doubts on them, and partly for others to copy, if necessary. If these detailed records were to fall into the wrong hands, I dare not imagine the consequences.
Plenty of folk would pay handsomely for them.
Or tried to steal them for that very reason. Who could have got in and made such a mess?
I was busy tending the sick. I noticed nothing.
Nor did I, I'm afraid. There's work here for 3 more physicians.
That actually made it quite easy for the culprit.
But we still don't know who to suspect.
Surely you realize the abbot himself might be interested in those records.
Father Yan? Nonsense. We've known each other for years.
Not quite well enough. When he heard you were coming, he was pressing me to persuade you to let him read them.
But that's out of the question. Absolutely not.
That's exactly what I told him. The look on his face. If looks could kill, I'd be dead.
How did he even hear about them?
Their existence is no secret. Even King Sigismund mentioned them to me once or twice. And if he ever said anything in front of the abbot...
And the thief waited until the monastery was closed.
So, Albic isn't leaving. Even if he wanted to.
Let's not jump to conclusions. And don't start pointing fingers. Henry, go and ask Brother Benedict and Dinesh in the infirmary if they noticed anything. Maybe we'll get lucky.
All right, then. I'll return to my patients and pretend nothing's amiss. No need to alarm them over this.
Right. Agreed.
Lord have mercy.
The lock's not damaged. Someone had the key.
У кого-то был ключ.
Upside down.
Whoever it was, they went through everything thoroughly.
Как бы он еще этот сундук раскрыл. Они искали вот эту книгу Альби. Лекари искали книгу.
What do you want?
Did you notice anything suspicious this past hour?
One of the sick men has been throwing up constantly, and I suspect another one's faking it to skip work.
No. I need to know if anyone's been nosing around our room.
I spent most of my time with the vomiting one, or out in the yard scrubbing his bedding. I didn't see anyone.
Someone went through our room, or rather tossed it all about. Likely looking for something.
And what about the alchemy lab? Was that turned over too?
No. I think that one's untouched.
Oh, thank God. I'll go check it anyway, just to be sure. Was anything stolen?
That's the thing. Nothing was taken, so we don't even know what they were after.
I should have been more watchful, right? I'm sorry. I promise I'll keep a better eye on things from now on.
Don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault.
Что-то они тщательно искали.
Did you see anyone go in or out of our room?
I'm not sure. I think I saw a monk go in. I couldn't say who.
A monk? You mean Benedict?
No, it wasn't him. But hard to say. Damn it, why do they all look the same in here?
It's not exactly helpful, I know. Any idea when that was?
Roughly an hour ago? Maybe two? Something happened.
Damn it. Never mind. Better if you ask Zacharias. I spoke with Benedict and Dennis. Neither noticed a thing.
I thought as much. We've all had our hands full here. So, We still know nothing.
I might have something, but I'm not sure yet how it ties to those records.
What do you mean?
I went down to the crypt, and I found open tombs and rotting corpses.
Good God!
No sign of a mass grave, though. Just individual tombs.
That's both good and bad news. At least we can now rule out the plague. But if the workers caught something from the air around those tombs, then anyone else could catch it too. Why did they even open them?
They were probably looking for something inside. I found this sketch.
That looks like the emblem of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But why would they look for it among deceased abbots? Even putting aside that it's sacrilege, I don't see the connection.
Nor do I. But there must be one, because they locked me in the crypt over it.
What?
I managed to get out and ran straight back to you. But I was interrupted by this ransacked room.
Maybe we'd better keep all this to ourselves. For now, at least. You might ask Crispin about the coat of arms too. With luck, he'll find something in the archives that sheds some light on how it all connects to those open tombs. But best do it tomorrow. This evening's been more than enough. One adventure a day is plenty.
Agreed. Let's clear up the room, then sleep.
We'll be wiser come morning.
А тут где-то помыться можно, купальня есть.
Shut it, beast. Kick its ass. You stop that, for Christ. Father of God. For fuck's sake.
Good morning, everyone. I trust you've had a decent sleep. The sick are waiting, and being tired doesn't excuse us from our duties.
All right, give me a moment. Then we'll go and check on the patients. And where's Benedict, anyway?
If I may, gentlemen. Haven't you heard? There was a fire here last night.
A fire? Here at the monastery?
The small shed by the mill house burned down, but it was probably just an unfortunate accident. Thank the Lord it's all over now.
And no one was hurt?
Well, that's the thing. No one burned, but there were 2 men in the shed, or rather, 2 bodies.
Bodies? Whose were they, for God's sake?
That... I don't know, sir.
Who found them? And how did he get them out?
Elijah, one of the lay brothers. He ran into the flames thinking he could save them, but they were already dead.
And what was he doing outside in the middle of the night? You don't suppose he had something to do with it?
He's never been any trouble. There's no reason to suspect him.
And how do you know they didn't die in the flames? Just because they weren't burnt to cinders doesn't prove anything.
I didn't see them, but they said there were no burns, and it didn't look like they'd suffocated either.
So, how did they end up there? What killed them? Didn't anyone tell you about them?
They were sent to be washed. but the washers noticed, signs.
How do you know about these signs? Did someone examine them?
No, they were only to be washed, but when the signs of illness were spotted, the abbot ordered them locked away in the hop store. Ludolf promised he'd send one of his men to guard the door. No one is to go near them.
That was highly irresponsible. Someone needs to examine them thoroughly. We can't afford uncertainty.
You want to bring them to the infirmary with the others? No. No, let them stay locked away somewhere separate.
Are you afraid the other sick might get even worse? At least we could have them all in one place.
Was anyone else there besides Elijah?
No, or at least no one I know of. I'll leave you to it now. If you need me, I'll be with the sick.
I'm going to. Disease. Fire. What next? A swarm of locusts.
First they ransacked my room, now this. I don't like it one bit.
Do you think the fire's got anything to do with what they were after in your chambers?
Who knows? I feel like someone wants us gone, and they're trying to frighten us into leaving.
All the more reason to get to the bottom of this.
But I can hardly go poking around myself to find out what really happened.
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
Maybe Zacharias was right after all. You never know when an aid like that might come in handy. So, what's your plan?
Quite a few things, actually. I'll take a look around the burned-down shed. There might still be some clues.
Good idea. It might have just been an accident, but it won't hurt to make sure.
I should probably speak with the lay brother who pulled the bodies out of the flames.
Elijah, right? But be gentle. No one should have to go through what he did last night.
What about the corpses? You said you wanted to examine them.
And that's what I'll do. We can't afford doubts when there's a deadly illness spreading.
But Benedict said the abbot forbade it, and that one of the knights is watching over them.
If he's got any sense at all, he'll understand this is serious. A proper diagnosis is key to the next step.
Someone searched our room just a while ago. And who knows what they'd do if they caught you wandering around alone. I won't have that on my conscience. Better you stay here, and I'll sort it somehow.
So what you're saying is, use an unorthodox approach.
Well, I'm no physician like you, but I've learnt a lot about the illness. I could say I'm your apprentice.
That won't be enough.
Then I'll explain to him the same way you did to me. We need to examine them and find out what was wrong with them. We'll never get anywhere with treatment.
That's probably best. But you must examine them thoroughly. And don't be repulsed.
So, what exactly should I be looking for?
Anything unusual. You know well the symptoms the sick here have, but a keen eye may spot other signs too. If you're not sure, just try to remember what you saw. If you describe it to me later, I should be able to identify it.
I can't think of anything else.
Nor can I. Well then, best of luck.
Ой, все навалилось. Игра, и пожар. Скорее всего, шайка старых человек хочет. Вернее, не хочет, чтобы мы лазили туда. Вмешивались в их морские дела.
flea-ridden mutt. Bloody flea-ridden mutt. No one's allowed in.
Why not? Is it because of the bodies?
Damn, so you've heard too. They told me not to speak about it with anyone. They wanted them buried quickly so they can rest in peace. But until then, no one's allowed near.
Master Albic sent me. He asked me to examine the bodies before they're buried.
Examine them? What for?
They might have been infected. Just like the people in the infirmary. If that's true, Albic needs to know.
And what if they were? It's not like anyone can help them now.
But if I examine them properly and identify the symptoms, it might help others. The more we learn about the illness, the better our chances of curing everyone.
Yeah, all right then. But be quick, eh? I don't want any trouble. Why do you keep sniffing about? Go on, get!
Dogs aren't allowed here. What's it doing here?
You're not getting anything. Bugger off! Now you're not getting anything. Bugger off! Shoot ya! What? Now you're not getting anything. Bugger off!
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscles stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? It's all clumped together. Looks like flour, or maybe lime.
Да мука, это.
Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He can't have been dead more than a few hours. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old confessor. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Covered in scars, nails broken, looks like hard labour. And 2 workers did go missing. That can't be a coincidence. His bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly circular. Looks like cupping marks. Someone might have tried to ease a fever or pain. I don't see anything odd here. Ribs intact, belly soft. No sign of violent death. Just his back and hips are badly scraped. No blood. Like he was dragged over gravel after he died. A few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who'd try that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Ugh. Clenched tight. Like he was ready for a fight. Rigor mortis well advanced. Died long before the fire. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Maybe a rose? Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up. Like he was dragged through brambles. And around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the skin. Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Looks like this poor wretch caught the same thing. Knees are scraped and scarred. He must have worked hard in his life. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptoms match perfectly. Either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them, brutally, but still. And it didn't work. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. And it left marks on them. It might be possible to trace where they came from.
Huh?
You can't be here. Why do you keep sniffing about? Go on, get. If you crawl back here, you'll get the strap.
Как найти, кто их притащил? Вот сюда. Еще одно место пожара.
much left of the shed. Elijah had more luck than sense. A torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Rough cloth, badly charred, and bits of leather. Probably used as knee protection for work. Oil. Burns like the devil. No wonder there's barely anything left of the shed.
Странно, зачем кому-то заразные тела прожигать? Что значит скрыть?
Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair.
Ну, отсюда их тащили.
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
Так, теперь надо расспросить свидетелей. Вот. Тут. Свидетель там внутри. Как мне туда попасть?
What? Bloody rain. Huh?
You're not supposed to be here.
Any idea where I might find Elijah?
Why are you asking?
I need to speak with him. Something happened during the night and he was there. He might have seen something important.
Oh, that makes sense. I saw him this morning by the cellar door. He was all dishevelled, muttering to himself. Poor wretch must have had a hell of a night.
There's a lot of you here. Which one of you is Elijah?
Suffering of Christ, strength.
You're not supposed to be.
Mother Mary, full of grace.
I'm sorry.
Lord, hear our prayer. Give us the strength to carry your cross.
I hear you and Dinesh are having a bit of a dispute over food supplies for the infirmary.
A dispute? Is that what he told you?
Well, not in those words exactly.
I really would like to help, but you must understand that I can't. No one knows how long the monastery will stay closed. The whole convent has to live off the supplies, and if we are to endure, we all have to tighten our belts.
And what about the abbot? Will he tighten his belt too, or is he exempt?
Don't insult his grace in my presence. Father Jan fasts regularly and sets an example for us all.
Since you brought up the supplies, how much is actually left? Are we talking days, weeks, months?
Months. Not even in my most hopeful dreams. With small portions, fasting, and assuming we don't get a hailstorm that destroys what's yet to be harvested, we'll last 2 weeks. 3 if we're lucky.
Then Albic had better get a move on. Where are the food supplies actually kept?
The flour's in the mill, the wine in the cellar, and the rest I keep myself, so no one gets ideas about helping themselves at the expense of others. And let me warn you, I've counted everything. If anything goes missing, the abbot will hear about it at once.
All right. I was just asking. All right then. Let everyone eat a little less. But the sick must come first. Without proper food, they'll be too weak. And even the best medicine won't help them.
Medicine isn't everything. Fervent prayer has cured many a foul affliction.
Look, I know it's difficult for you, but we can't just let the poor infirm suffer in hunger. If you help me, I'll be glad to repay the favor. Is there anything I could do for you?
Well, to tell you the truth, magpies have built a nest in the tree in the monastery garden. They perch on rooftops, screech like mad, and I can't get any sleep. And they're so brazen. One of them stole my spectacles yesterday. I can't read without them.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. But make it quick.
All right. Thanks.
Ищем свидетелей пожара. ли туда в погребе спрятался? Течки.
You're Elijah, right? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Hiding and hoping everyone leaves me alone. I don't want to talk to anyone anymore.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. No. Just the dog was there.
The dog?
That's how I noticed the fire. The dog was darting about, barking like mad, so I thought there was someone inside. Someone alive.
When you dragged out those two bodies, what did you do then?
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in, well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere. I don't know what happened after that.
How did you even notice the fire? What were you doing outside?
I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. It was just chance.
Just chance? You sure? I don't think the abbot would be happy about folk wandering around at night.
So what if I took a little walk?
You sure you weren't sneaking off somewhere for a drink? You seem smart enough not to keep your booze where someone might find it. I bet you've got a nice little stash, eh?
All right. Maybe I did head off to the back pond for a nightcap. I heard a dog barking like mad, so I went to see what was going on. I should have just kept out of it.
I've seen the corpses, and I've got a few questions.
Does it have to be?
I noticed some strange things about them.
Like what?
They had something white left in their hair, like lime or flour.
Limes used by the workers on the building site, and the mills just nearby. But how it got in their hair, I've no idea.
It looks like they died of the same illness that's spreading through the monastery infirmary.
Christ! And I touched them. But I feel fine. So far.
You'd best go and see Brother Benedict. He'll examine you, and at least clean up those burns.
All right then.
Dead men weigh a lot. How did you even get them out of the burning shed?
On my back? Like carrying a sack. Why?
Their backs were badly scraped, so I thought maybe you dragged them by the legs or something.
That must have happened before. Maybe when someone dragged them in. Godlessness.
Do you have any idea who those two were?
I've no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be dreaming about this for a long time.
Thanks. I'll leave you be now.
Wait, I have no idea what to do with myself. I thought I'd finally do something right for once in my life. And how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside the door again.
I forget the others. None of them were there during the night. None of them knows what happened. Say whatever you like about how it went.
You mean lie?
That's a strong word. Just shape the truth a bit so you come out of it looking like a hero.
No offense, but I won't do that. I might be a drunk, but I'm no liar.
That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time.
Ну вот. Есть след. Вот сюда. Там. Так, а куда дальше? Какой след? Ну вот след.
Now I get what Elijah was talking about. Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting. There's no other way.
А, то есть их по этому туннелю и туда в дом.
A cart and rose bushes.
И
If you dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state.
Розами царапали спину. Так, хорошо. Вот следы
Wheel tracks
колес.
headed that way towards the gate.
То есть они везли на вот этой телеге.
This way won't work. I'll have to find another route.
Никуда
Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it.
не скрыть вход. А сюда нет. Ладно. Так, вход это нам. Сюда надо попасть.
No. Only a madman would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way.
Вариант сюда. А вот.
The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you?
Поднял тревогу.
What in damnation is going on?
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I've told you 100 times I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed, and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis! Now!
Ща, погодь.
Going to get it.
Убить.
You'll all die here. You'll all die here. You just had to go snooping, eh? Don't make it worse for yourself.
Cart tracks lead to the herbalists.
Ладно,
you accuse
продолжим в
those more.
следующий раз. Приветствую, крестьяне. Kingdom Come Deliverance, дополнению Тайны Церкви. Это последнее дополнение. Седлецкий монастырь открывает ворота для посетителей, что бывает нечасто. Изучи его таинственные уголки, погляди на жизнь членов ордена и попытайся раскрыть древние тайны. Не берегись довольно одного неверного шага, и даже в Доме Божьем ценой ошибки может стать твоя жизнь. Тебя ждет новая карта на территории монастыря в Седлице. Настоящий средневековый монастырь с интерьерами церквей, часовен и самого большого религиозного сооружения в Kingdom Come. Захватывающий сюжет, в котором появляются новые персонажи и старые знакомые. А чем это все кончится, зависит только от тебя. Огромное